Hi, this is Neil, half of the Abuse Nation team. Now, most of our videos are for abuse victims. This video is for everyone else. I've always wanted to address people who aren't abuse victims, especially those who might ask themselves, why is this my problem? I won't go into the moral answer for this question. Only appeal to you on the basis of something that might be more critical. Money. There are many people who complain about entitlements and having to pay for things that really don't affect them and they're not responsible for in their minds. What if I told you about something that did not make you any money and only cost you based on someone else's problems? It's called child abuse, and a study based on government research estimates tell us that in 2012, child abuse cost $80 billion annually. Now, I could parrot the study and what it says, but it requires reading. I will provide the link for this article below this video. It's not that long. But here are the highlights, presented far better than anything I could say. Now, here goes. Child abuse and neglect costs our nation $220 million every day. How? For investigations, for foster care, medical and mental health treatment, and later for special education, juvenile and adult crime, chronic health problems, and other costs across the lifespan. We will pay a staggering $80 billion to address child abuse and neglect in 2012. Child abuse and neglect affects us all. Now, back to me. I would guess that this is a very conservative estimate, as are most government studies. Let me also point out that this is only for child abuse and neglect. Some of the same costs would apply to domestic violence and human trafficking, and probably several other forms of abuse that I haven't mentioned here. Now, I'll be doing another video on the fact that numerous studies show that most prisoners, especially recidivists, have experienced some form of abuse, either directly or indirectly. The point is, the majority of articles I've read point to there being at least tens of millions of abuse survivors of many kinds in the U.S. alone. Paying for privatized prisons, disability, foster care, etc. is one of the biggest entitlements around, except no one knows about it. What you have to consider is that the cost of abuse, as out of sight as it might be, will continue eating away at the financial well-being of our country. If you consider the devastation this has caused for Americans that deserve our support, it is time to think of what you can do to end this for good. Thank you for listening.